since we're speaking about business, when was it for you? Because you have a story as well where, you weren't always in this gym. I think you were in nightlife prior to this. So what was that moment? Take me back to that moment when you realized, okay, today's the day. I'm gonna jump.
I embodied that business because in my life, I've always just been the best version of me. The whole time, I was always into fitness because I've always carried myself to the best of my ability. So when I was behind the bar, to me, that was my stage. That's my show. You know, I felt like Jay-Z, like Drake. Like I'm coming to perform. Part of that performance is always having my body right to show up with the right energy. And working on me came natural to me. All my life, I've been into fitness. It wasn't my passion for my career early on. It was my passion for me. That was my hobby. That was my vocation. Nightlife was my avocation. You see, an avocation is what you do to make your living and what you get better at. And I was fortunate that I loved my avocation and I loved my vocation, which is what was for me. What I didn't know that throughout all those years, I was developing skills from Rob Carujo about running business, treating a business like my own. I treated his business like it was mine. At no point did I ever have that thought come into my head like, oh, it's not my business. I don't care. No, I was already practicing. This is my bar. And every other bar I worked in after, this is my bar. I did the marketing outside of work. I did the phone calls, the reaching out, you name it. Established the relationships, went out and met wonderful people from all different walks of life, networking. I didn't know, but everything I was going to need for business, I was doing it. Then one day I'm behind the bar and I felt it. This is my time. I don't feel that same love. I don't feel that same passion. I didn't feel that I wanted to continue to grow. Because the next step was to open up a bar restaurant. And at the time, I could have done it. But it didn't feel right. Logically, it made sense. It's what I know. It made all the logic and sense in the world. But I didn't feel it. Then I'll never forget, I walk into the bar one day at Miller's. My co-worker, Chelsea, who's become one of my students till this day, one of my mentees. And she's like, Juan, you look great. You need to train me. And that was the moment. It clicked. Yes, I do. I do need to train you. Because I listened to the signs, I listened to the universe, and boom. Me and her, we met at a park, and it started. Now, all those skills of networking and being behind the bar, I started using it to build a business. So at that time, I'm like, all right, I can do this. Next thing you know, I'm training 3 people consistently weekly. Then I'm training like 5 people. Now I'm talking to my partner now, Preston. At Blink, he's an area director. The amount of care I've seen this man take into people, like he really cared. He cared for people the way I cared for people behind the bar. And I just could tell his expertise. I'm like, I'm that's my believable human being. That's my source. I'm going to trust what he has to tell me. Now I'm like asking him questions. Then next thing you know, I'm like, is it normal that I already have 10 people? It's been like a month. He goes, that's good. That's good. How long did you say? A month? Okay. I'm like, all right. Brother, would you mind if I keep asking you questions? Like, would that be okay? He's like, yeah, I'd be delighted to help. Next thing you know, 2 months go by. I'm like, I got about like 20 people. Is that normal? 20 people? Yeah. Where you training? Oh, at the park. And some of them I go to. 20 people? Yeah, brother, 20 people. Okay. Now, third month goes by. Preston, it's like 30 something people. All right. What are you doing? That's crazy. I've never heard of someone in 3 months build 30 something people be training. I'm like, no, like, brother, like, workflow. Yeah. Yeah, we in there. We're doing it. Like we're like, I'm very passionate about it. Like, it's happening. You know, I'm not gonna tell you that they're all consistently every single week, but on and off, we got 30 in the roster. We 100% about this. You know, I'm all right with numbers. I've been counting money for a long time behind the registers and bars. You know, I think I got my numbers down. Bro, this is crazy. And I'm like, yo, isn't it? All right. Thanks, man. Thank you. That really empowers me. Now I'm like, it's getting cold out here. I need to do something. Or, you know, do we close down this season and like we'll do a season? No, I'm like, no, like, you know, like no, we can't do that. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I know what happens to seasonal places. They normally don't last long. So I'm like, I go back to Preston. Hey, Preston, you ready? He goes to me, ready for what? I'm like, brother, we're going to open up a gym. He has like a mild heart attack. He gets a little red, a little flustered. He's like perspiring a little bit. He's like, bro, that's a big decision. How you going to tell me that in the middle of the gym like this? Like, can I have a moment to think about it? I'm like, yeah, bro, take your time, think. I'm going to be working out. I'm going to be here like 2-3 hours. Let me know because I'm on the move. You know, winter's around the corner. I want to move fast. All of a sudden, half an hour goes by. He comes back. He's probably perspiring a little bit more. And he's like, taking some heavy breaths. Okay. If I was going to open up a gym when you would be you. Everybody likes you. You personable. 30 some people. Let's do it. I'm like, all right, let's do it, bro. Next thing you know, we go grab another 2 people. We open it up. Now we're doing it. Now I took a step forward. Took a risk. You have to understand something about me. I bet on me. I bet on me doing what it takes. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that I'm not expecting anyone to come and be like, I'm going to save you. No, I mean, like, I bet on me to do the work. And doing the work doesn't mean like, all right, I worked 8 hours today, I'm done. No, doing the work means that until it gets all done, like we're doing it all. And just believing in myself. But from a place of love. From a place as in, if others can do it, so can I. Because they have proven that it's possible for me to do it. And never comparison and never competition. Just from a place that I want to help make people better. I have information that really helps people. And I'm not done helping people. You know, when you really believe in what you have to give to people and it's really about them and it's really about making their life better, That's energy. I've been very blessed because I've never focused on money. I've always focused on people. But because I focused on people, the money's always been there. You know, like I can't stress it enough. Don't focus on making money, focus on delivering value. And not just like the bare minimum, like over deliver. Over deliver every time. Give it your all every time, every moment, every second. Give it your all. Be on all the time. And don't be on because you need to make your business work. Be on because you live one life. Spend it well. Live your life with passion, enthusiasm. Be excited about it because it's your life. And remember, don't focus on what others have. Focus on what you have. And understand that your circumstance is your gift. I can tell you, if I was born rich, nothing would have value. I wouldn't appreciate it, any of it. Would I really be this happy? But because I was born with nothing, had an amazing childhood, then my father leaving and having nothing again, that's what allows me to appreciate things so much. Because to hit the bottom twice, you appreciate things more. Things have value. You know, it's value. Where I can tell you, the day I have kids, I'm going to teach them to appreciate life. They're all going to work a restaurant job. And I'm never going to give them anything. I'm going to make sure they always earn everything. I'm going to make sure I always challenge them. I'm going to make sure that no matter what, they see people, as human beings. I'm going to make sure that they understand what character is. Honesty, love, compassion, empathy, kindness. You need to give value to life. So you have to ask yourself, what brings your life value? For me, it's growing people around me. How blessed am I? I'm practicing for my kids in the future. How blessed am I that I have all these amazing people in my life that are going to talk good about me to my kids? How blessed am I that I'm going to have all these relationships that are going to want to give to my future kids? You know, that's the beauty of it. I personally don't need anything. You know, I can provide whatever experiences I want for myself. But some experiences, right, for your children, you can't provide them. Because they're gonna be like, Dad, like, I'm tired of listening to your voice. So one of my dreams is, amongst the many that I help and empower, that one of them are going to help and empower my kids in the future. Because I know it won't be for me. I know that because I've helped them empower a lot of my mentors' kids. I see their frustration. We say the same things, but they listen to me. They don't listen to them. And we say the same thing. It's the beauty of life. We all need each other. But the most important thing that you need in that moment, when it just comes and you get it, is belief. You have to believe. Unwavering faith. And understand that life doesn't happen the way you think it's going to happen. It happens the way it happens. Just be prepared when it happens. You just have to be ready. And you're going to learn that it's not hard being ready. A lot of people waste time. So if you're self-improving every day, chances are you're going to be ahead of most people. Just self-improve a little bit every day. See what happens. Take control of your life. And understand that it's either pain of regret or love of discipline. You thought I was going to say pain of discipline. No, discipline is freedom. Love discipline. That's your freedom. When you're disciplined, you're picking you. And the only way you can help everyone around you is to pick you. Because if you're too busy doing everybody else's things, you're never building you. So if you're never building you, how can you acquire to give? Doesn't make sense. But yet, it's the common mistake. Love isn't sacrifice. Love is you picking you so you can teach others how to love themselves. And then that love synergizes and it's in inter-exchange. It's the beauty of it.